afternoon, everyone. This is your 2 p.m. stretch break. TJ here. So let's get started. So all we will need today is a mat. So we'll be doing stuff on the floor, at least kneeling. All right. So we're going to start off with shoulders over hands and your hips over your knees. So your cat-cow position, being on all hands and knees. So we're going to arch your back like a cat, and then we're going to push your spine down like a cow, and then we're going to arch like a cat, and back down like a cow. Hopefully you can hear me over the air conditioner or heater. So just keep going through that motion at least a couple more times. Nice job. So really arch that back. And then push it down. Nice job. All right. So let's go ahead. On our bottoms, we're going to cross our knees. And we're sitting like we would if we were waiting to hear a story. So I want you to reach in front of you. Feeling that stretch within the low back, right underneath our backside. Then I want you to walk it over to your right, keeping the shoulders face down, really square to the floor. So now feeling that shift to the left side. Then I want you to walk it over to your left. And again, still keeping the shoulders face down or square to the floor. And feeling that through the right side. All right. So the next one that we're going to do, just to include the torso or the sides, is we're going to cross our left leg over right leg over our left knee. Then we're going to cross the left arm to the outside part of the right knee, and then just sitting tall, and then just twisting your body. Now let's switch and do the other side. So left leg is now crossing the right leg, and you're going to bring that right arm to the outside of your left leg. And sitting up tall, twisting the body. Excellent job. All right. So let's roll over onto our back just to get a little bit more of a glute and hip stretch. So I want you to take your left ankle and I want you to cross it, your right ankle, over your left knee. And I want you to reach. So your right hand is going to reach through the hole, and then it's going to wrap around the left leg and either pull it towards you, or you can kind of come up off the ground a little bit and feeling that stretch through that right glute or the right backside or the backside of your right side. If you feel like it's too much pressure on your neck, you could continue to just lie your head back on the floor and just pull your legs towards you. All right, so just drop that leg that you had your hands wrapped around, but still keep that leg crossed. And so I want you to have that leg just kind of fall to the opposite side. So if you have your right leg or your right ankle over your left knee, you want to let it fall to the left side. And just feeling that stretch through the outer hip. And now bring that leg back to center. And now let's switch. And we're going to go left ankle over right knee. We're going to reach that left arm through the hole and wrap our hands around the back of our right leg. And so either pulling that leg towards you, or you can kind of lean up into it. But again, if you have any unwanted tension in your neck and it's too much of a strain, I would suggest maybe just keeping that head down. So just feeling that stretch through the left glute or through the left side of our back side. All right, so put that right foot back down, but still keep your left ankle crossed over your right knee. And now I want you to let it fall to the right. And again, feeling the stretch through the outer left side of your hip. And if you are doing your right side, it's fine, as long as we're on the same stretch. Excellent. So pulling it back to center. And now I want you to bring your knees into your chest. And if you want, you can add the rocking back and forth. Otherwise, you can just continue to wrap your arms around your knees, with your knees like you're hugging your knees into your chest. Nice job. All right, so left leg or left foot on the ground, but put that bend in your knee. And I want you to straighten your right leg. So either grasp behind the knee, behind the calf, or behind the ankle. Just depends on the flexibility that you have. So just feeling the stretch through the back right hamstring. And if you're feeling too much in your calf, you could just slightly point your toe up towards the ceiling, but not too much to where you're like making the muscle in your lower leg flexed. All right, excellent. Put that right foot down with that right knee bent, and then extend the left leg up into or towards the ceiling. And again, either grabbing behind the calf, behind your ankle, or sorry, behind your knee, behind your calf, or behind your ankle. So behind the knee is a little easier or a little more manageable versus like a calf or grabbing the ankle and really kind of pulling that leg towards you. You want to feel the stretch, but it should not be pulling so much to where it hurts. And again, if you're feeling it in the back calf, slightly point that toe just a little bit towards the ceiling. All right, so let's go back to the right leg, but this time, just pushing the toe, the right toe down towards you and feeling the stretch through the back of the calf. If you feel like it would be a little more manageable, is that you could always kind of bring your knee into your chest, and then you're just grabbing your toe, and that's all you're doing, is that you're just kind of pulling the toe down so you feel in the back of your leg. It's just a little more manageable than if you're trying to, you know, point your toe down without you pulling on it. And this goes back to that whole idea about wearing shoes that have too high of a heel or a lift in the shoe. All right, so let's go to the left leg. So I'm going to put my right foot down, the left leg goes up. And again, either pull the toe down towards you so you feel it through the back of the leg. Otherwise, bring your knee into your chest and then just grab your right toe or your left toe. Just pulling it down, feeling the stretch again through the calf. So like I was saying, if we wear high heels or we wear a shoe as a heel to it that is greater than especially 1 inch, that puts that calf into a flexed position. So we want to make sure that we're stretching out that tight muscle in the back of our lower leg. All right, so put that foot down, straighten the legs out in front of you. Now I want you to reach overhead. So feeling the stretch through your core. And if it helps, you could point your toes away from you. Just to feel that stretch a little more. Again, just don't overly point your toes so that, again, it flexes those calves. Just try to relax your legs. Nice job. All right, so slowly roll back up. So we can either do this in a seated position, or if we want to take that bend out of our hip, I want you to come up to kneeling. And then I want you to reach your left arm towards your right side. Excellent job. So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to swing it down and we're going to extend both arms out in front. So again, that child's pose or that fetal position where we're face down, hands are overhead, but still on the floor, feeling the stretch through the low back. All right, come out of that kneeling position. And now reach your right arm towards your left side. So feeling the stretch through your back, through the lats or the muscles that are just under your armpit. Excellent. All right. So this particular one, actually, let's do our neck stretch really quick. So grab your right hand is going to grab the left side of your head. And I want you to pull your right ear gently towards your right shoulder and extend that left hand just a little bit, just so you feel the stretch underneath the left ear, traveling down that left side. Excellent. Now let's go. So left hand is going to grab the outside of the right side of our head, extending that right arm, pulling gently where the ear, the left ear, is coming towards the left shoulder. Nice job. All right. So interlock your fingers, place it back behind your head, push your elbows back and push your head back into it. Just feeling the stretch within our chest, especially if we've been typing on a computer or we're not sitting in the best posture in our chairs. Nice job. So we're going to finish off on one last stretch. This one I'm going to stand and hopefully I'm close enough to the mirror where you can see me. All right, give yourself a great big hug. And what I want you to do is I want you to slowly roll your back or put that curve in your spine. And slowly start to make your way down towards your feet. And again, depending on how far you can make it down. And I want you to let your arms drop. And again, feeling that stretch through the back of the leg, maybe with some soft knees, just so you're not feeling it through the back of the knee. And I want you to give yourself a great big hug again. And now I want you to reverse and slowly put that curve in your back. And then slowly rolling up. And then roll, just some small shoulder rolls going back. Your back should be feeling pretty loose. Your hips should be feeling pretty loose. All right, you guys, thank you for coming to Stretch Break. Tomorrow we have 8:30 metabolic conditioning with Caitlin, and then we've got Express Abs. Either myself or Caitlin will be teaching that one. Otherwise, you guys have a fantastic day. Be careful, winter storm warning, possibly. Have a good one.